All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's 2026. It's first day of 2000. First day, second week of 2026, and now you are at the premiere, the very first episode of handpicked AI, which is a show or a program that I have been running with the Chinese channel for quite some time. And a lot of people were asking me, hey, Doctor, are you going to do something in English? Which I finally got time, and then I find time, and then I managed to arrange and do it AI, which is okay. So let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. Give me a one in the comment section. So just type one, and then yeah. This will be something that we are going to do regularly. So every month, the first week of the month, we will choose to do the Chinese version, and then the second week of the month, we'll do one English version. So the purpose, so this series is called Echo. Yeah, you can see my room. My room is very empty now. It's a new room. So bear with it a little bit. I'll find ways to reduce the reverb later on. Okay, maybe I speak too much with my bass. Okay, so in today we're going to talk about some of the real AI opportunities in 2026, in particular from tools to system. Okay, so first thing first, if you would like to stay ahead with the AI trends every month, feel free to subscribe to my Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and of course the channel that you are watching now, Lead Official. Thank you, William, for the feedback. Good evening. Okay, and if this is your very first time here, this is Dr. Lau, Chief Data Scientist, and then you can check out my background, a bit about myself here. Okay, I run a tech companies, and also I'm independent director of a listed company as well. So I do a lot of community events, and also I teach people how to use AI for agentic automations and so on and so forth. Okay, so for the past few months, past few weeks, right, in 2026, have been busy with different activities. So, spoken at a couple of RTM Chinese radio stations, and also Astro News to comment about some of the AI stuff. So the one that I did with IFM, we talk about artificial intelligence and is it used in business. So as everybody knows, right, Malaysia, we have 80 to 85% of the economy are supported or powered by SMEs, small medium enterprises, and that's not a bad thing, right? As long as you understand how do you maneuver in the business setting in SMEs. But there are a couple of things when it comes to AI transformation. I personally don't really like to call it AI transformation per se, because people don't like changes, and if you tell them like this is going to transform your business, it sounded like something that's going to be quite painful or quite difficult in a way. So I prefer to call it something like an AI upgrade, or if you read my other articles, I call this an AI native. So how do you make sure that your company is an AI native company and not just a normal SME, or what I call the AI first company? So there are a few things that we need to pay attention to. Number one is if the things that you are doing, your let's so call your mode can be achieved without artificial intelligence, with or without, or it can be done using human, and then you are not really an AI native. Interesting. And then it's not really an AI native company. You are just merely a AI first company. That means whatever you want to do, you do it with humans manually, and then you turn it into uh, AI version of it, right? So, for example, let's say you go to a restaurant, instead of using a waiter to help you to take your order, right? They change it into an AI, they change it to a chatbot, or they change it to a QR code, let's say. That itself will not be classified as an AI native. At most, is AI first or AI enabled. What it means by a real AI native company is that the company will actually have things like, okay, when you go to a restaurant, right, your experience is slightly different. You imagine you have a chat box, okay, like you are using any sort of AI agents or chat, and then you ask you, hi, what do you feel like today, or how are you feeling today? And they can, based on your gender, based on your habits, based on your past experience, and then do make the order for you, okay, and recommend you the dishes and things based on your preference, based on ethnicity. And this is what I mean by AI native. And if you want to see an AI native company, right, a closer example to our daily life, you can look at Bank, right? Bank is an AI native company. So everything, every function that they want to do, let's say if you want to transfer money just by talking, right? Yeah, they allow you to do that. And you usually can't do it in other applications. And that is what I mean by AI native. Okay, and of course, I discussed some other AI applications as well. There's SMEs, and also the other news that you should pay attention to is this phone. So this news is not covered much in the English media. Okay, there's this company called Toubao, right? And then they developed a phone called Toubao phone. And what the phone of this if I remember correctly, Toubao is from ByteDance, which is the parent company of TikTok, and also used to be like parent company of TikTok and Douyin. So they have this phone, right? This is also an AI native phone. So what it means is you can use this phone to help you to control and do a lot of things, including playing games, for example, right? And so when they first started to launch this phone, it's got if you read the Chinese word here, that means it raised a red flag or an alarm that Taobao, WeChat, and these ones, all these companies, they say no, this is not a good thing. We should ban this thing. You hardly see cases like this happen in the industry, right? But when this happen, because let me use an example, right? What is it going? How is it going to change the industry? For example, if you want to go to WeChat and snatch the ang pao, okay, just like touch and go, lah. You got friends, giving you ang paos, but you need to be the first few to get it, lah. Then, if you have an AI phone to help you to do that, then you pretty much don't have to do anything, right? And for those gaming companies, why they hate this sort of phone? Because if you use this sort of phone to play games or watch video, let's say YouTube or the China version, like a Bilibili, or they have iQIYI, those, right? Then you were not forced to watch the ads, because usually you are forced to watch the ads before you can click the close button. So they want to hold your attention. And as soon as you use an app like this, right, you use a phone like this, there's an AI native phone, then you take away all those things, because AI is playing the games for you, AI is doing the work for you, AI is not even looking at your phone, right? You are not even looking at your phone. No. AI is looking at your phone on your behalf. So the ads means nothing to the to the AI. So this is where it triggers this company, lah. So they got alarm, and then they angry about this. And another news that's closely related to the ban, right, is what they call the Grok ban. So if you are aware of Grok, okay, so some background story. Grok is the company, is an AI tools released by X. X.ai, if you know, right, X.com means the X Twitter. Okay, is owned by Elon Musk. So there is also a Grok feature here. So what people it's only not just only, but Malaysian government in particular, right? They block Grok because there are a lot of people asking, put photos like that and asking people to turn it into a bikini. I don't want to go through too much, but you go and do it yourself, okay? I don't want to pollute my channels, and also don't want to get myself into trouble. Yeah. All right. Why you access can? You can still access. I mean, it says it's banned, but I can still access from x.com, and also you access Grok from here, lah. Yeah. I'm not going to show you how it does, but for me, right? For me, what what intrigues me or what makes me think that this is interesting, that means, again, right, you don't see technologies or services like this get banned on a daily basis, right? I mean, the last time you heard about this, probably either they are some sensitive political sites or they are a porn site, basically, right? Pornhub, all those, they got banned. But if Grok gets banned, not Twitter or not X.com gets banned, is Grok get banned, that means you are not allowed to use that to generate bikini photos. And how bad is that, right? They use it to generate things like, put a dog here, okay, put a cat there, and then say, wear the cat, wear a bikini for the cat. I'm sure that you can find it there, right? Just go to X.com and then you search for cat bikini. I'm sure that there are a lot. Yeah. And you look at my feed, everybody who is doing things like that, yeah, they'll definitely do that. So that's what triggers the government to ban or to block the use of Grok. But what I want you to see is, now, Grok is usually not a company we will put it together side by side with other companies like, let's say, I don't know, OpenAI, Gemini, all this when it comes to image generations and stuff, right? But now, he is the first one that got banned. So, it has to be quite good to the same level, like, if not, why would we ban it? That means it's really realistic and it will generate some pictures that is causing disturbance to some people. Yeah, okay, correct. All right, so, yeah, censorship lah. You know that, okay? So I think that is some of the major news that's related to ban. Okay, so the next news I'm going to talk about it is Manus. Okay, so Manus is recently acquired by Meta, which is the parent company of Facebook. Okay, so you can get some of the news here. Okay, acquired by Facebook, and I'm not sure what is the final exact amount, but after I checked with a few sources, yeah, the deal is amount close to it's around there, like 2 billion, some say 3 billion. They did not announce it, but if you go to Manus, right, and now you will see it's from Meta. Okay, and if you have not used Manus before, you can maybe give me a 9 in your comment, okay, in the chat. So leave it at 9. I can share my Manus link with you so that you can get 500 credits to give it a try. If there's nobody leaving 9, then I'm okay, I was just not doing anything. So yeah, Manus is what we call an agentic AI application. So on the surface, it looks very similar to any chat-based AI. Meta bought WhatsApp 26 billion. That one is an old story already. Yeah. Okay. So this looks like any other AI applications like ChatGPT, Gemini. So the reason why you're doing that, because for familiarity lah. Okay. So you guys ask for it, I'll give you the Manus invitation. Yeah, but I know lah, Kenny, you all have gotten it already, right? Okay, but anyway, use my referral link to get 500 credits. Okay, so here you can use it to do a couple of things: create slides, develop apps, design, and more. So the aim of Manus is to create an AGI. Okay, but it's not really AGI per se, like what Elon Musk or all the other scientists are referring to, but it's basically just a generic agent that can help us to do as much things as possible. That's number one. Number two, the things that they want to do is you can use Manus to do is something that other tools or other agents cannot provide. For example, let's say you do research, right? You can use Manus to do research, but they make sure that the research that they do is deeper than the research that, say, like Perplexity or this can do for you. Okay? And also, these are some of the demos that we have done yesterday at a client site, a BFM site. So you look at the prompt. These are some of the private information. Okay, I'm not going to show you. I say create a PowerPoint slide deck to explain how should BFM Malaysia expand their business so they can 2x their sales in 2 years. Make sure we cover organic growth and inorganic growth. Okay, so it will say, right, I'll create a comprehensive PowerPoint slide deck on BFM Malaysia business expansion strategy to double sales in 2 years. Before I begin, I need to clarify a few questions to ensure the deck meets your needs. All right, number one, current business context. Number two, questions. Number three, depth and focus. Number four, slide count. Number five, design style. Okay, then I will answer the question. And because I'm lazy, I just say make assumptions for everything else, including charts and diagrams. Then he said, okay, I will now research business model, blah, 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 and then create a slide. So I'm just going to show you the design of the final slide, right? Because we specifically tell it that follow BFM design, and then you know BFM design, most of the things is a acronym of BFM, like busy finding money, Bieber free music and so on. And they use high contrast black and white color. Yeah, so you can see the slide is all black and white. I'm skipping the details, but you can see the color themes and everything is well presented and well formatted. And this is the final version, right? BFM Malaysia, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and then export and deliver with the final presentation to user. This is just one of the thing, okay? And we also do some demos on building websites. So you can use it to build websites, whether you want to cover story or you want to pitch something. This is the one that we do, the Tanjung Sepat report about pig farming and so on and so forth. Yeah, so you can see. And then these are some of the English, Chinese content that I've built. And also, we use this a lot to build landing pages. So this is landing pages requested by, I helped one of the LinkedIn friends to build. So they are running a training center, and yeah. So all these are downloadable, editable, and I have other examples also, right? Let me look at my slides. Yeah, for example, this one. Make the picture of the man hold a shandy. So I just give a picture of myself and then give a shandy. And now this is a Chinese New Year theme picture. Jasmine, for the BFM one, was it all public data or did you connect to some kind of knowledge base? It's all public data. So that's the fun part, right? I did it live in front of Malik, which is their boss. Very stressful, no? It's very stressful. Yeah. So I did it in front of him, and then I asked him to go through. Warren and I was there. We were there, and then we asked Malik to go through the numbers because they have recently done some, first month of the year, so they have to do some planning, strategic planning, and so on. Malik say most of the numbers are correct. Yeah, that means based on the public information and some of the predictions, or they measure the CAGR and measure the growth, right? Yeah, those are correct. Yeah, so it's tested, validated with the boss himself. Okay, and then the other one is this. I say I type a Chinese prompt. I say change Chinese New Year clothes for him. Now, for those of you who have not used Manus for image, let me show you. Okay. So I basically look, where's my photo? Let me look for a photo of myself. Okay, so I upload it here. Very long drag. Okay. Give him a Santa Claus suit. Yeah, so the cool thing about Manus is not only they are able to gather information, script data from the public side, they are also able to utilize some of their knowledge to do some financial forecasting, planning, and so on. While waiting, right? Let me explain to you what it means by agentic AI. That means the AI is able to do three things on top of other things. ChatGPT, Gemini, all these are suitable for conversation. Now, if you want to use something like agents, number one, agent can help you to think. Okay, agent is able to think before they take action. So you look at the prompts that I give, right? Most of the time, agent will think first. Number two, is able to do planning. Okay, is able to think, reasoning, and then is able to do planning. You help you to plan the steps, and in anyway, in between the planning, right? If they have any questions, they will ask you. That's the characteristics, second characteristic. And then the third characteristics is it will help you to execute. Yeah. So if you look at the examples that I show, right? Yeah, it's able to execute and give you the results and tell you what is good or what is bad. Forecasting. Any meta touches become garbage sooner or later. Not really. Anything they invent, most of the things they invent become garbage-ish. You know, I mean, who am I to comment about a billion, trillion-dollar company? But if you look at WhatsApp and Instagram, they're still doing fine, and Thread also, right? Not really garbage, lah. But yeah, I still think it's okay for Manus. But it would definitely change their path a little bit, lah, for sure, right? But if you look at others AI company, let's say this one, right? Z.ai IPO. And I think the other one that went IPO, if I remember correctly, is Minimax. I think Minimax also IPO. Yeah, so Minimax also IPO, Z also IPO. Z is called Zhipu. Zhipu is from China, GLM Tsinghua Daxue, Tsinghua University. Yeah, so you can take a look at that. Okay, so this gives me a Santa Claus outfit. Okay, so what I can do is I can select and then I can mark one, okay, and then if you mouse over the area that I mark, right, you see it marks my head, so I can say add a head to his head. So this is called mark and edit. It's a new feature that not all the image editing tools or not all the image generation AI has caught up. Yeah, but it shouldn't be something that's too hard. Okay? Another thing is when you use Manus to generate PowerPoint deck and PowerPoint slides, right? If you do it in HTML mode, then of course you can edit. But if you do it in plain image mode or pure image mode using Nano Banana, you can also edit the content. Yeah, which is something that is very useful for, especially for people like us. We use it to do a lot of PowerPoint deck. Okay, so just wait for a little bit and yeah, so this is the one. Okay, if you generate a PowerPoint slide, you can also edit it. Okay. I can click here. All right. Create a PowerPoint slide there of Malaysian durians. That's one of my favorite topic. Hey Viru, good to see you here. All right, thank you very much. Yeah, and you're welcome. Okay, now I become shorter and fatter. That's because of the image ratio proportion. But I can see that it's because of the preview side. But if you look at here, right, this one is okay. Yeah, it's the canvas side got some hiccups, but it actually added an image for me. And if you zoom in, right, see, even if you zoom in until this level, it's a bit too scary. Okay, the details are still quite well maintained. Okay, and my CMO always say, right, the only AI that suits me, right, is that it will always keep my belly no matter what. Yeah, AI has never gotten my body built wrong. That's something that's very amazing in a way. Okay. Yeah, so for those of you who have just joined, this is handpicked AI market updates. So every month, usually the second week of the month, I try to do a session like this for English content and then to keep you updated for all the AI news, because I know the development of AI is very fast and not everybody is able to catch up with the development. Okay, and I hope this help and you pick up a couple of information here and there, help you to improve or at least not fall behind in the artificial intelligence development. Okay, so right now we are on the topic about Manus. All right. So there are still a lot of interesting use case for Manus. So I just paste my link here again. Then you can go and try. Yeah, it will take a while to create the content. Okay. Okay. Yeah. And next thing is some of the video models. So last month there are a lot of video models updates from Seedance, and then there's Kling. There's also many different ones that they have updated. So you can see, right? There. This is a Minecraft. Actually, it got sound. Yeah, I'm not sure you can hear the sound. If not, you let me know. This one has a nice sound. And this one is Panda. So a lot of the problems, the old problems have actually been solved. The transition, the physics, actually quite good.
你有爪子吗?
And also now they can speak. The TTS, right, is the text-to-speech development in text has significantly improved in the past 1 to 2 months. Okay, if you use Quen Qianwen Flash TTS, let me see if I added a audio or not. Okay, yeah, I don't think, because I'm using OBS, I don't think I capture the audio, but I just show you where to get the information. You can go to Quen official website here, and you can see, right, multilingual sample by a single speaker. So just this speaker called Cherry, she can speak English, Chinese, Japanese, Korean, German, Italian, Portuguese, Spanish, French, and Russian. And because she knows so many language already, if you want her to speak other language, then you need to use other people. For example, if you use Dylan, he can speak Beijing. Okay, speaks like a Beijing accent. Jeddah, Shanghai, Li, Nanjing, and something that's more useful to Malaysian and more familiar to us is Roy can speak Hokkien, Rocky can speak Cantonese, and also Kiki can speak Cantonese as well. Yeah, so I'm going to share this URL here. Okay, for the TTS. And also for those of you who, if you find it overwhelming and then you want to try out different video models, okay, it's impossible for you to pay all the models. Like today you try Kling, tomorrow you can try Minimax and so on. So there are two websites that we use in our development, and also we use it to provide services for our clients. It's called WaveSpeed and Key. Okay, WaveSpeed is a one that is more popular. A lot of people are using it, and you can use Kling, you can use Alibaba Qianwen TTS, you can use Z Image, and there are a lot of models here. So if you go to explore, you can look at the work from other people and all the different models that you can use here, from the latest one to some of the more popular ones. They are all here. WaveSpeed, the price is a little bit expensive on the high side. Yeah. So if you want something cheap, you can go to kie.ai. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the chat section. Okay, probably too hot already, the server, so it take a while to respond. Okay, and another thing is what we call the motion control. So motion control is a new feature in Kling that you can control the copy, the motion of a reference video. So for example, this is the reference video. You should be able to hear that. Alright, so if we were to do that, and then you can see that from here. Okay, so I just supply this as a sample image, and this is the output. Okay, I'm pretty sure I have one that I build it for myself. Okay, where is it? History. Okay, I probably did. Yeah, so this is the one that I did. No offense to anybody. I just happened to find a picture here. Okay. Okay, if you find this offensive, just say sorry lah. That's a picture I can find online that is, something different lah. Something that is, contradicting or offensive to a certain extent. But if you have any Taiwanese friends or anything, no offense, okay, just for fun, okay. And you go to Key, right? KIE.ai. It's the same thing. Not the same thing, right? It's a similar thing. It's a marketplace for API, so you can try different video models, audio models together in just one API call. So this is very useful for those of us who are using, let's say, automation using NAN, and then we can use it to create all sort of different things. And we can do experiments like we are building some edge generation features for different industry, so different clients, so we can, generate a lot of things here directly straight away. It has been a while, so sometimes they archive our result already. Why I prefer wave speed versus key? No, actually in production I use key, cheaper, a lot cheaper. Yeah. But wave speed, sometimes some of the examples or some of the workflows people give, maybe just because most of us use wave speed first before we use key. That's the reason. Yeah. Key is a lot cheaper. Okay, so I think that is from me. What other things? Oh yeah, this is our own. This is whipping. Star, okane kasegu, orera wa star. Okane kasegu, watashi wa star. Star, kira, watashi wa star. So if you pay attention to it, right? All need to pay, got free. If you want free stuff, right, you go and sign up for Alibaba account. Then they will give you free credits to try their 前问 model. So that's usually one WN 2.6. Yeah, so that's enough. And if you pay attention to this video, right, you look at the fingers. Usually the one that gives you problem is the fingers. So fingers is looking good here. And also you look at the wrinkle. The wrinkle of the shirt is actually pretty good, It's not some crazy writings or anything. So I'm pretty satisfied with Kling 2.6 updates. And if you like to do memes. And if you hear this and then go on bend your back, go on bend your knees, baby shake it to the max. But did you please? Okay. Yeah. So how to choose the right model? Yeah, here's what I say. Key and wave speed have your back. Okay, and then if you want anything, you can also use 2.6. This one is from Alibaba. Yeah, so if you want to look for the sky remembers every sunrise. Okay. Now another thing that I promoted quite heavily in the past few months. Sorry, has been still not used to 2026. For the past few weeks, there are two skills that I consider quite important in 2026 if you want to get better in AI. Number one is Markdown. Okay, let's start from a simple one. Markdown is basically just a file format, a plain text file format that helps you to write things that AI can understand. So if you're familiar with HTML, hypertext markup language, it's a markup language. That means it has all the text and you add extra information to make your text look rich, basically, right? But it's a bit overkill, and it added a lot of information for in terms of AI. For example, right? You look at a web page, it has color, it has layout, it has JavaScript, and it has a lot of extra things. So if you want to dump the whole thing, rich text into an AI, it will pollute. Number one, pollute the context space, and number two is it makes the whole thing very difficult for AI to go and dig the exact information, and in a way, right, it will increase your token consumption and token usage. So people move to using Markdown to provide information to AI. If you use plain text, right, it's just by writing text, it doesn't give enough information. For example, not enough for us to know what is H1, what is H2, what is H3. It's not enough to show the hierarchy or the importance of particular keyword or particular title. Number two is, let's say you want to do bold text or italics, right? These are emphasis. You want to emphasize the text, and you can't do that if you are using normal text. Of course, you can't do ordered item, unordered list, and you also cannot do hyperlinks, right? So this is something that is very essential. And also, if you want to have some light structure, let's say table, code block, all this, is quite impossible if you are not using Markdown. Okay, so if you want to do, you can use Markdown, and let's say, right, you can just copy this. I simply copy only, and I have built a tool for you. It's called markdown.deleteapps.com. So you just go to markdown.deleteapps.com. Okay, and you can learn all the Markdown here, and you just have to save it in a .md file, then you can use it already. So if you are somebody who likes to organize information using Markdown, like for me, I use it to help me to write my news articles, prepare my speech, or prepare my teaching material, and you don't want to pay, right? You can use this free software called Obsidian. So Obsidian is a tool for you to use Markdown, to write in Markdown and organize your thoughts, and it can show you the connection between different topics, hyperlinks, and you can build your own repository. This is going to be a game changer, not really a new game changer, but people who know how to use Markdown will definitely get better result than people who don't know when using LLM. And same thing, if you know how to use JSON, right, you can use it to structure your settings, your queries. You definitely do it better than people who don't. But it's not a black and white thing, because people who use JSON are people who wants to have more stable or more predictable outcome when they are using an LLM. Let's say you are drawing an image, or you are generating a song, for example, or you are writing an email or a formal letter, okay, or a proposal that requires a fixed format. But if you are something who are more vibe, okay, I'll go into vibe coding in a short while, then you don't need to learn all this, because you basically just go with the flow, right? You vibe and you chat with the AI and give response, give answers based on what the AI talk to you. Okay, so these two are two different things, but you get the idea. Okay, now another thing that that I say is a game changing, of course, is vibe coding. Okay, so there are multiple different types of vibe coding tools available in the market. Maybe let me explain to you what is vibe coding. Vibe coding actually is a term that is coined by Andrej Karpathy, which is the OG in artificial intelligence, a student of Li Feifei, and also he worked in I think Tesla before, OpenAI before, yeah, okay. So vibe coding is basically just a way for us to use natural language just by talking, describing what you want, and then AI is able to connect to a tool that help you to build your product or build your code or your website. Okay, now if you want to look for a starting point to practice vibe coding, the best place to go to is aistudio.google.com. Okay, because I assume everybody has a Google account, yeah. If you don't, yeah, go and sign up for one. Okay, then you go to Google AI Studio, just choose build. Okay, just select build, and then under here, right, you can look at some of the existing existing websites there, or you can start building your own. So let me give you share some of examples that our students built in the vibe coding certification workshop last weekend. Okay, so the prompt is very simple. Like I said, just say help me to build a landing page for selling ice cream in Subang, Malaysia, and this is the result. Okay, Subang scoops. Okay, got images, everything, and it even comes with a AI chatbot. So you say, I'm feeling cold but still want to eat ice cream. What is your suggestion? Or the whole thing, everything that you see here, right, is created by Google AI Studio using just the one line prompt that I have written. Okay, and then now the flavor genie give you something. So if you want to eat something, if you want to eat ice cream, something cold, but even you feel cold in the cold weather, then you should eat ginger and gula melaka so that you will feel warm, you know. So while the Subang weather is hot, your internal chill requires something to warm you up from the inside out. So ginger is a local favorite, and then gula melaka offer a Malaysian sweetness. Specifically bentong ginger, okay, not other ginger. So it's a fun thing, and then the whole thing is built just from the one single prompt that I gave. Okay, and I can show you another example. Alright, I can show you another example. This is NutriSnap AI. It's also another tool that our student built. What this thing does is, you take a photo, right? Let's say curry chicken nasi lemak. Right, just take this lah. Okay, copy this image, or I save this image lah. Okay, and then go to NutriSnap, upload the image, and then you will start to analyze your meal. Okay, for those of you who are looking to build more muscles or go on diet, this is a very handy app for you lah. You can use it to build a tool that help you to check the calories. It is quite accurate. I tried with a few PT friends also. 885 calories. So scary. Supposed to be my breakfast tomorrow. 38 grams of protein, 82 grams of carbs, a lot of fats, some fiber. Health score 4 out of 10. Very bad. Okay, so if you want something that's salmon salad lah. Okay, so again, save the image. You have to double check, make sure the information is correct. Okay, same thing. This whole application is built with just a single prompt. So if you are a PT, imagine you are a PT, right? And then while you're training your students, you can give them this application. It's powered by your name lah. And then see, salmon Greek salad, 645 calories. Not that low also, right? But it's good, good calories, good fats, good carbs, good protein. And yeah, it gets 9 out of 10. Okay, so you know how easy it is to build an app now. So okay, an Easter egg for you. If you just want to brainstorm an idea, you just want to design a website, right, without really having to build an app and deploy it yet, you can also go to this website called Stitch. Yeah, so there are a lot of examples here. I think, yeah, so you can look at some of them. Employee feedback dashboard, personal photo library, and then homemade pizza, etc. Okay, and if you're feeling a bit adventurous and you want to get serious with writing code, you can also use another tool called anti-gravity. Okay, you can also use this anti-gravity. It's also from Google, but it's a visual tools with graphical user interface. It's called IDE, Integrated Development Environment. And let me show you the output. CDAGY, C, yeah. Oh, yeah. So I just upload a CSV file here, and then it helped me to generate employee performance dashboard. And not just that, it comes with a search function. So I want to search for somebody called Lisa. In my whole company, I got 82 Lisas. Okay, so if I want to know the performance of a particular one, okay, the Lisa Lee, so I just put Lisa Lee, and you can see all the things comparing with others, and also you can look at group performance, team performance, and yeah, you can look at the status grouped by different departments and so on and so forth. Okay, also just by using single prompt, except I use a different tool called anti-gravity. It's also from Google. Okay, it's also from Google. All right, so I think those are the things that I would like to share with you. No new updates for NAN or any other things lah. Okay, and some of the things that we have done last month, December, or past weeks, we did AI vibe coding certification workshop last weekend. It's our first class in 2026. You look at this participant, he's so amazed, awed by the power of vibe coding. And then we have done this is ongoing. Today, this morning, right? We kickstarted our first AI agentic automation certification using NAN. We have about 50 participants here, and also we did some in-house training for Caro Malaysia and also Mesiniaga, and we did an AI train-the-trainer program last month as well. Okay, and also I spoke at a couple of conference. This one is property. So I think I can start to feel that property industries are adapting or adopting AI. Yeah, I can see don't be a user, be a native. That's something that I always pitch. Okay, what's next for AI in 2026? Okay, I think I mentioned earlier, just to give you some wrap up, is number one, be a native, don't just be a user. So if anything that can do that AI can do for you, just let AI do it first, okay? And then for companies, for SMEs, try to look for things that you can automate and you can also delegate to AI to do. Now for individuals, look for skills that can give you unfair advantage that you can leverage. For example, learning Markdown and also learning vibe coding. Imagine if you know how to build different microsites or learn how to build landing pages very quickly, right? What are the opportunities that you can use it to validate your ideas and also present it, pitch it to people, or even just sell it, right? So those are the things that I think will be very interesting and exciting in 2026. Okay, some of our upcoming events, if you're looking to join Vibe Coding, we're finally going to open a new class in Chinese, in Mandarin, 7 to 8 March, right after Chinese New Year and right before Hari Raya Puasa. Okay, and also if you're looking for English version, then that will be 28, 29 March, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So February traditionally will be a quiet month, but we'll have some mini activities and also some lucky draws and so on. Okay, so stay tuned. And we also have AI agentic automation certification. This one is ongoing. We have another one next week, 22nd, 23rd. I think is 70-80% filled out already. So if you want to sign up, yeah, be quick. If not, you can wait for the next intake, 4 to 5 February and also 12 to 13 March. Okay, so it's all at Work TTDI. Now we are going to have a Chinese version this coming weekend. Okay, I think it's full already. If not, we have one last spot or yeah, two left because some students who cannot make it last minute and postpone to the next version. And if you miss this one, you got to wait for 2 months. Okay, the next one is in March 9 to 5 because due to my schedule lah. Okay, so let me go back to YouTube. See if there's any questions there. Okay, so there's no questions in the comment. So I think that's about it for tonight. And thank you very much for your time. I'll see you in the next handpicked AI market update. Bye for now.